Caricamento. Twitch online e YouTube. Dai. YouTube online. Perfetto. Rieccoci. Quindi eravamo arrivati a cercare di capire come cavolo fare a proseguire con la missione. Non c'era essenzialmente il accesso all'ultimo scalino, l'ultimo... Mi vengono le parole. Coso dei comandi. Quello elettrico dove ci sono le levette all'interno, i relay e quant'altro. Mi verrà in mente. E appunto adesso ho appena sbloccato il jetpack dal menu delle skill. Mi sono dimenticato di farlo facendo parte diretta, ma poco male. E quindi nulla. Adesso riprendiamo con l'esplorazione. Ho sbloccato il jetpack, vediamo un po' se posso andare là sopra. Ok, quindi il jetpack serve solo per fare un mini saltino minuscolo, quindi no. Quindi per fare la passerella va di là, va di là, va di là. Porta, che sarà quella porta. Ok, vediamo un po'. Lì c'è una scala, il balcone. Vediamo un po'. Ok. Perfetto. Figo. Quindi no. Chissà se c'era un modo normale per arrivarci.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Momento.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box.
Sì, un attimo, voglio capire se c'è un collegamento normale anziché fare tutti questi salti. Ok, qua c'è un'altra centralina. Qui c'è un banco di lavoro. Che c'era il modo per arrivarci normale, senza fare i salti strani. Non avevo esplorato tutto, veramente. Vabbè, ora sì. Poco male.
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay. You're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order. Adequately done.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agree that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right?
Ah, quindi potevo scegliere se dare aiuto a uno o all'altro. Aspetta. Riesco a dare aiuto alla tizia simpatica, non alla spaccona. Anche perché quella mi sa di una che vuol fare cose brutte, nascondere. Ok, quindi... Ah, non ho qua sbloccato il jetpack qui, quindi... Tab... boost pack. Scaletta però sì. Per la fretta non ho visto che c'erano due
Hey
possibili.
there. You should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Giusto per essere sicuri, io devo seguire quello che dice
Maybe Zoe really
Luisa.
is telling the truth.
Quindi Luisa dice di andare a
That too much to ask for?
Luisa.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of MASS knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Ok. Quindi ora c'è la missione di quest'altro tizio.
Pain is killing me. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog, and I can't seem to remember which way to go. UC Security offered, but I refused. Their help is the reason I'm hurt in the first place. I was arrested a while back for tagging. One of the officers roughed me up pretty bad, and I haven't been the same since.
Esagerato, no?
Really? Is this some sort of scam? I'll have you know, I got no creds. Not yet. I'm actually starving, but I think I have some canned goods at home. I've got some chronic health problems. Aches, pains, you name it, I got it. Most days I can deal with it, but sometimes my body doesn't respond at all, and I end up in the med bay. They put me on some pretty hard meds, and it takes a while for the fog to clear. The doc said to give it a few hours, but I'd rather not stick around this dump any longer than I have to.
Bene.
Really? Doesn't happen too often around here.
Non
But
so se vuole che gli
maybe
dica
you're
che
new.
mi manda con degli illuminati,
All
quindi
right,
non dirglielo.
you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
Andiamo.
We stopping or moving? Lead the way. Yeah? In the past, I could deal with it, but the pain just gets worse every year.
Ok, quindi non ti posso ingaggiare.
I can't do any jobs that require a lot of standing, which is pretty much most jobs down here. But what can I do? If complaining fixed anything, the well wouldn't be what it is. It's been about 2 years now, but don't get me wrong, I'm not fishing for a pity party. Everybody down here has problems. Some bigger than others. Of course. It's because of them the well is what it is. Whatever help they want to offer, I'm not taking.
Ok.
Time to get back to it.
Howdy.
You buying? You better be buying. I don't do small talk. All right then.
Mica c'era un pasto per lui pronto qua. Guardavo male. Da Kay. Ah, ma Kay forse è la tipa quella sotto. Questo è Jake. Va bene. Ah, corre, bravo che corre.
Do you know why this place has stood? Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger. Sure I can. Just tell me who it's for, and we can get it sorted. I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
Ho provato con la figlia?
I'm sorry,
Finita male?
I'll try not to.
Chissà.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
I'm so tired. Let's wait till we get home. Let's go then.
Ok, quindi andiamo. Bravo, continua a correre.
Here we are. Home sweet home.
Non ce n'è una un po' meno scostante vabbè.
I wouldn't know. It's not like anyone can afford to eat fancy down here. But thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own, but it would have been a chore.
Prego, prego.
Oh, right, the soup from Kay's. Man, it's been a long time since I had a warm meal. You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away. And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks. Likewise. I don't have a lot of connections around here. Not anymore, anyway. I appreciate meeting someone I can call a friend. Thanks.
Boo! Did I scare you?
Here we are. Home sweet home. I'm not great with directions. Even if I wasn't recovering.
Ok, quindi sembrerebbe che abbiamo finito le missioni, o meglio, la prima parte delle missioni. Adesso devo tornare su per... no, le armi. Dicevo, per... un po' tutto in realtà. Partiamo con questa? E dai. Caricamento.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation.
Va bene. Ah, quelle sotto quelle chiuse, giusto. Quindi questa.
Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Che succede? C'è un calo di grafica? Tanto che siamo qua. Ah, medical. Parlo col tizio. Ma perché sta grafica? Cosa che si è aperto che appesantisce? Sembra di no. Boh. Torniamo al nostro.
La maggiore?
Dice che la sto già indossando questa, sì, quindi in teoria c'ero già il bonus.
Majority of citizens here in New Atlantis count on Reliant Medical. I believe our reputation speaks for itself.
Well, judging by the looks of you, you're in need of some medical attention. We can certainly help.
Non adesso.
A medical problem Talia can't solve. I never thought I'd see the day. How can I help?
We've been professional acquaintances for a long time. She's an excellent nurse. If the well didn't need her so badly, I'd have offered her a job here ages ago.
Vediamo se ci può aiutare.
Sick children. Well, we can't have that. I'd be happy to help.
Ma?
Let's see. A stomach bug. I've treated plenty of those. I keep extensive notes. I'm sure I have something that can help. Ah, yes, here we go. This should do the trick. I've uploaded some of my notes on common stomach issues in pediatric patients to this slate. Please, pass it on to Talia. She can keep it. And give her my best, will you? I hope everything works out for those kids.
Pensavo sarebbe andata peggio. Facile del previsto. Quindi adesso torniamo a fare la missione dei contatori. Chissà perché la grafica è scalata così male improvvisamente. Qua fuori però, dentro no.
I honestly feel guilty.
Ok.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
Ci vado subito.
Last minute check. Breath? Check. Shower? Hair? Check and double check. Lucky shed. It's never let me down.
Ci sta prendendo un
You are
appuntamento.
ready for some shock and awe, girlfriend. He wants know what's eating.
Here we go. Allora. Scassiniamo la porta. Allora. Quindi questo potrebbe andare qui e poi mancano i due qui, quindi va bene. E quindi dicevo questo e questo, quindi in teoria sono questo e questo. Sì, quindi 1 e 2 e poi 1 e 2. Vediamo un po' cosa c'è in sta zona. Curioso che i fazzoletti non sono mai considerati furto, per ora quantomeno. Un sacco di roba. Non è una porta che si apre, va bene. Mercante di orchidee, la cometa, tutte cose che non posso prendere, strofinacci, cose, sì. Va bene, sembrerebbe della Vanguard. Dice di uscire. Ma... computer non autorizzato. Aggiornamento del programma. Quindi 305k. Scarica file, messaggi recenti. Ok, quindi è una specie di hacker. Ok. Hanno fatto sparire dei soldi. Quindi adesso cosa mi manca di fare? Consegnare le prove alla tizia che mi ha dato la missione, oppure quell'altra che ha delle info più losche per me, insomma. Gli appunti alla tizia, torna dalla reporter, ok. Tra i biosensori anche. Biosensori...
New Atlantis has the best single scene in the settled.
Ma che strana sta cosa della grafica qua fuori.
You have a nice day now.
think I want to join List. Start a homestead. Live that life.
Sounds like a bad idea to me.
Poi c'è quello di questo. L. Parla con questo, consegna i sensori. Per aver fatto il grosso delle missioni.
So,
Vediamo se ricaricare mi migliora la grafica. Che strana sta cosa. No.
I sure hope your day's going as well as mine is. Oh, thank you, I guess.
Sono di
An invitation,
qua.
huh? Yeah, I checked out the church a few weeks ago, but I haven't gone back yet. My girlfriend and I want to leave New Atlantis and travel the settled systems. We've been working our butts off, and my girlfriend is so excited. I'm excited too, but it's still a little scary, you know? We've been in New Atlantis all our lives. We don't even really know what to expect out there. I guess I was seeking out some sort of comfort from the church. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't want to disappoint anyone in case I stop going. The church was interesting, but how can anyone know for certain that it's all real? Doesn't that bother anyone else? I guess that's probably why I never went back. There's no certainty. Yeah, you're right about that. To be honest, I'm not sure I'll visit the church again, but I'll think about it. Anyways, I gotta get going. Thank you for taking the time to deliver this to me. Take care.
Ok, quindi anche questo è fatto. Poi dovrò tornare alla chiesa per prendermi le cose. Qui dovremmo essere nella zona anche del... No? Questo pare sia l'unico posto non collegato con gli altri. Ok. Perché è più sotto forse, gli altri sono là sopra. Ci sta. Finalmente ho un po' in testa la mappa del posto. Sì, andare via e tornare dopo voleva dire non ricordarsi più niente. A parte sti strani lag.
You have another you talk and get paid. I spread the news. It's a class. Hey, that's great. Thanks so much. Did everything go all right? That's why stories like this one are so important. If people knew what was going on down there, maybe they'd want to help fix it. I can't thank you enough for helping me out. I'll send you a copy of the story if it gets published. There's nothing like seeing your name in print.
Okay.
Back to the grind.
Dopodiché dobbiamo fare... questa.
So much to see, so much to learn.
Ce l'hai tu?
Life is beautiful in that. Can I help you with something, my friend? Ah, the usual things, I suppose. Fame, fortune, power. I'm only joking, of course. I've actually been fortunate to call New Atlantis home for many years. For a collector, like myself, I do believe there's no better place in all the settled systems. I've been charmed to make the acquaintance of many fellow old Earth enthusiasts here in New Atlantis. And that is why I continue to stay. Me? Why to be...
Bene.
I now live to collect artifacts from Earth. You see, every... People laugh at me when they see I collect old Earth spoons. But think about it, friend.
Migliore senza, va bene. Ok, quindi è un tizio a... Voglio dire, che alternative ho? Sprint non ha consumato ossigeno.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice.
Esatto.
And things down there aren't that bad. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide.
Okay.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the
Va bene,
ingredients.
ti andrò a prendere gli ingredienti.
I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. Ah, yes. What with all these extra credits cluttering up the place, why didn't I think of that? Sorry, snark isn't helpful.
Va bene. Quindi andiamo nella
I submitted
sicurezza.
all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it.
Ci andrò a parlare
And
io.
really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what... I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just fig...
Bene, bene.
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Like I said, I submitted the usual... I don't expect... I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was... New Atlantis security. Polite, but unhelpful.
Va bene, metterò qualcosa.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. Well... I'm obviously not... Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation.
Dai, è una battuta.
See you around.
Ciao. Quindi, attività. Quindi mi suggerisce l'attività che posso fare, ok. Posso riportare il cappuccino quella là.
Good to see you.
La cosa strana, appunto, è che comunque... Aspetta, magari è qua la tabula di... Stavo giusto dicendo prima. Potremmo verificare se per caso... Perché questo qua è un terra più.
I keep telling them I am a manager. I should be managing. I don't appreciate your tone. And no, I will not make whatever it is you just said. Because this place is a disorganized mess. What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
Oh, I understand impossible. Fine. You want to organize? There's a mop in the back. See if you can't organize a little floor cleaning operation. I'd like a cup of coffee. Please speak to one of our cashiers. If you'll excuse me. Pardon me.
Hello, and welcome to... Not now. Could you please bother someone else?
Però lì la tizia, quella che era il mega direttore della colonia che è stata fatta esplodere.
Yes. What?
Ehi, tu. C'è un nome. Non ti devi alzare. Volevo solo parlare con te.
Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them. Thank you. I appreciate. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know.
Ok,
it was one of my most prized items in my
collection. Che fosse un innamorato.
It was a gem, priceless, no doubt, and its beauty was blinding. Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger. Well, yes. A part of me died. That is something I simply cannot do. I must have it back in my possession at once. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without.
Okay, interessante.
Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
Va bene.
Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, we both adore relics from Earth. No matter how large or monetarily valuable, it pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have... not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection... But I can't stop, right?
Bene.
A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets, anything, and you'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. I've won, and my collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial.
Va bene, l'ho già detto.
It does. It was the first item I ever collected. I received that gem when I was a young man. Well.
Ok. In ultimo, sei di qui. Sì.
When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home. But out of all the places I've been, no place...
Ok, abbiamo finito.
Ta-ta!
Per fortuna. Tu? No, Nessuno di voi ha trovato una tavola in giro.
If you ask me, it's always a good time for a Terra brew.
It's getting pretty late. What time?
Go, go, go. Vera tizia. Eccoti.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good. Oh, thank you so much. Soon I'll be coursing with bountiful energy. I'll be the most enthusiastic janitor in New Atlantis. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I wonder if me and my boyfriend spend too much money on... But somebody's got to... Take care.
Ok. Tanto che sono qua, posso rendere le cose allo scienziato.
Gorgeous weather today, huh?
Any luck tracking down those sensors?
Ecco i
So
sensori.
you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment.
Next step della missione, vediamo cosa dice.
And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief.
Okay.
Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. It's a good thing you brought the biosensors to me when you did. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong.
Ovvio.
I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Well, from a certain point of view. In an, admittedly, somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing.
Okay.
In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Vabbè, un K di crediti, mi sembra bene. Dopodiché andiamo al tempio. Dovrebbe essere da qua, ci arrivo. Nel dubbio passiamo da qua. Allora, sei tu quello che mi devi soldi?
First jump.
No.
It changes you, unlocks something.
Oh, I hope you have the chance to read more about our beliefs. Being aware enough to worry about this it shows self-awareness, it shows being open to compassion, to other points of view. Why do you think you should change? Well, money is but if only the lure of credits. Ultimately, this is a question. Are you ready to make a change? A real change? It could have a big...
Quindi da subito ho trovato due modi per perdere i due tratti iniziali. Però devo parlare con lui. Cos'è che vuole da
Is there
me?
anything I can help with? Oh,
Menzogna.
wonderful. Tell me, what did you think? Well, you wouldn't be the first. You certainly don't have to elaborate, but I'm curious. Would you mind expanding on that? And that's perfectly fine. There's no intent to convert anyone. We all believe things for different reasons, and at the end of the day, we just need to figure out how to get along. And in that spirit, the church and I will always be here for you if you want to talk. Well, we're a newer organization, at least officially. Our facility here, but we're gaining new members all the time. I think people have been grasping for something to express what they're experiencing, and I'm glad we can be here for them. Keeper by title. But yes, I suppose the title fits. I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to be here for those who need us, who find meaning in our message. The sanctum will always be here for those who seek it.
Ok. Da un momento, devo prendere la ricompensa. Dov'è il tizio? Marcus si chiamava, mi pare. Vediamo un po'. L. Cure, no. Corrente dopo, fiducia. No. Lo scambio, sì. Marcus, i miei soldi dove sono? Tu dove sei soprattutto? Eccoti lì.
Keeper, I didn't think I'd like the sanctum, but it's pretty calming. Great, how'd it go? I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes people just need a little reminder that they're always welcome here. Here, your payments as promised. Thank you for taking the time to do this. And I hope to see you around the church too.
Non chiudo mai le request.
It's giving me a lot.
Non credo. Dunque. La banca c'ha veramente paura di parlarci. Perché se ho ragione, finché non ci parlo non mi attiva il numero.
Enhance is here for you, no matter your need. Enhance will be here any time you... Like a different look.
Non è che l'ha persa qua dentro a sto punto, perché sai, di là già girato.
Had a friend mining on Sidonia for a while. Hopefully he finds something better soon. Different.
Vabbè, intanto diamo il piatto al tizio.
Hey. Yes? Yes. What?
E lui?
Your
Eccolo.
poise. Your stature. A plate? Oh my. As in a plate from Earth? Absolutely. Without question. Here, take the gem. That Guillaume. If he wanted his gem back so badly, he could have simply asked. The gem is worthless, less than a paperweight. But actually, Earth paperweights are quite valuable. Bah, I'm sure Guillaume makes it seem that way. In reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. Guillaume and I have known each other for years, since we were both young men. He is the closest thing I have to a brother. And, much like brothers, we quarrel. But that doesn't mean we don't like each other. I will say, however, Guillaume can be a tad overdramatic, as well as a sore loser.
Okay.
Don't tell him I said that.
Proprio sicuri che non c'è niente?
Hi there. Welcome to Terrabrew. How can I help you?
Quindi devo riportare questo quello là e poi andiamo al pozzo. Va bene. Buona parte delle missioni l'ho chiusa.
My colleague has... Take it from an old man. Everything. Take
Un
care.
attimo come dargliela giusto per... Aspetta, come ho fatto? No. Nuovi oggetti. Gemma. Ah. Ok.
At this rate, I won't even have a collection. Ah, wonderful. I knew George would make the exchange. He could never resist foodware from Earth. You've done me a great service today, friend. I'll be sure. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Vabbè, un K è meglio di niente.
Until next time.
Do I look like a barista? What? No, just, go away.
Howdy.
Thanks for choosing Terrabrew. What can I get you? Hope New Atlantis has been treating you well.
Hello, and welcome to...
Va bene. Ah, questo porta allo spaziaporto o al pozzo? Sono in colonna. Ok. Ci sta.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried the Council is going to give away too much in negotiating with us.
I'm telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee, and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket.
Lol.
And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn
Si chiama
refund.
Bianchi, veramente? Recitatorio italiano.
Fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here.
Just taking things one day at a time.
I'm not gonna be stuck in this place for long. Uh-huh.
Andiamo prima alla cosa.
Seems like the crimson
dottoressa.
fleet is everywhere these days.
Predators can mimic other animals.
And very
Dottoressa? Dov'è la dottoressa? C'era.
If you need Pat, I've got limited resources, but I try not to turn it. Really? Let's see. Ah, this is perfect. I knew Dr. Lebedev would have what I needed. I'll have this solved in no time with these notes for reference. Thank you so much, dear. Really. I couldn't have done this without you.
Prego.
Oh, gosh.
Let me know if I can help you.
Cool spacesuit. You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Are you kidding me? After everything, you're just going to hand it over to her?
Thank you for all your hard work. And for handing over that data. Please. Do you have something for me?
No dai, sei troppo...
How predictable. And disappointing.
Thanks for all that work. You can give me what you found now. So you tracked it down. Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Vabbè.
So... In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be, I can afford it.
Va bene.
Case, please. Well, they say never hire him. Stay safe.
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. Good luck out there.
Non vuoi sapere che ho risolto, va bene. Quindi con questo mi ha finito le missioni? C'è quella lì nuova. Trovare storia, quella generica. Quella lo trovo. Casa da sogno, ho paura di farla.
If my shit goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me.
Quindi il sergente dove non c'è più?
I used to know someone who mined on Sidonia.
No funny stuff with that boost pack.
Hey, you looking at getting into bounty hunting for the Trackers Alliance? Get yourself set up with a job from one of the mission boards in town. Not everyone's cut out for this line of work, but you'll be fine and get paid as long as you follow our motto: show no mercy, leave no quarter. I've got one I don't mind sharing with you. There was one time I had to track down one of our own. Someone I once called friend. She'd gone rogue. We have lists of our members and their contact information kept secret for obvious reasons. This one, she had hacked into our systems and began to distribute lists to the highest bidders.
Male.
You can imagine many people would kill to have this information. So I had to track her and stop her before she could make the first delivery. Let me tell you, it's not easy to hunt someone who knows all your tactics and techniques. But I found her. And when I did, I silenced her for good.
We are, quite simply, an alliance of bounty hunters. Some of us share resources, some of us go it alone. But the organisation makes it easier for us to do our jobs and legitimises our work, so that rather than being paid vigilantes, we are part of the system. Various people approach the Alliance looking for those living on the lam. We use our unique skills to find and deal with them. I can, and I will. But know this, bounty hunting can be difficult work, so make sure you're prepared before you set out. If you think you have what it takes, then you can find Trackers Alliance jobs listed on mission boards, with payment delivered upon completion.
Okay.
I'll point you in the right direction, but after that, you're on your own. Follow the motto, and you'll be fine. Show no mercy, leave no quarter.
Chiaro.
Go and leave no quarter.
Apparently that's the law. And it's been in existence from the beginning.
Gonna be honest.
Evening, sir.
Manca di parlare con quel sergente là e poi ho finito. Spero di aver messo quella giusta come destinazione.
I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport.
Facile del previsto. Ah, quando ero stato? Quindi in realtà mi era mancato un altro piccolo pezzo che non avevo visto. Ho dato per scontato che fosse... Vabbè.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. You did, huh? Gotta admit, I was against the sign at first. Felt cheesy, you know? Like we're hiring a dishwasher, or one of those dancing clowns. But here you are. Can't argue with effectiveness. And if nothing else, New Atlantis security is just that. Effective. When we're fully staffed, that is. But we're not. Long story. And need some help. You interested?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city.
E militare. Okay.
Headquarters of the entire United Colonies. I really should have given you a more thorough interview. Yeah, we all got friends who need things, but we've also got rules. Your friend can file a request like everyone else. Let me know if you have any questions.
Ma quella di adesso non me l'ha data? Ah, quella qua. Ok, devo andare da un'altra parte. E invece le taglie, qua non c'era una bacheca? Sì che c'era. Non ricordo dov'è però. Quindi così in teoria me la fa vedere subito. Voilà. Ok. Ma no, era di fianco alla scala d'ingresso.
We can order in, watch our favorite shows, or just sit there in complete silence.
Era lì di fianco, è venuto in mente. Fa sto giro strano. O che le bacheche hanno compiti diversi. E spero vivamente di no. E adesso tardi?
Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. These findings are alarming.
Direi di no. Dove c'è la missione che hanno appena dato? Qua. giusto? No, andiamo direttamente dove devo andare.
Howdy.
I hope the security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility, but we try and do the bulk of the work. No, my parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Statistical average, psychological tendencies, a sergeant's need to tower over his subordinates. But really, it was just a joke. I meant nothing by it. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done. We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them. I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division here in Mast. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve, and we're the good guys.
Chiaro.
Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything. That's a level of detail I can't get into. Don't worry. We've got plenty of good people working hard. That is a word that has been used, both for good and ill, to describe us at times. Well, you're certainly entitled to that opinion, and there are plenty of others who share it. We'll be looking out for you just the same. Good luck with the mission.
Excuse me. The range is available if you need it. But I better not see you pointing a weapon anywhere else.
Reliant, it is surprising how many people need to be reminded to go in for regular medical checkups, even when they don't have to pay for them. It is my pleasure to attempt to steer this lumbering bureaucracy towards doing something useful for its citizens, keeping them healthy. My background's in medicine, but I like to think I've graduated from helping one patient at a time to, well, All of them at once. I really do. No group has done more for humanity than the United Colonies, and it is gratifying to be a part of that. Keeping our citizens in good health is vital to our continued success. Stay healthy.
We're on the cutting edge of technology here. It's an exciting place to be.
May I help you? Yeah, it's nice being in a lab again, and the facilities here at MAST are the best in the galaxy.
Oddio, colla.
The only thing I don't have is my research slate. The thought of having to start over from scratch, well, I feel like Sisyphus pushing his boulder up the hill. Oh, great. I'll give you the coordinates to the station. It orbits Voss in the Alpha Centauri system, so it won't be too far of a jump. Just be careful. I don't know if those zealots are still there. If they are, definitely do not engage. The short answer is xenobiology, but I get that that's a pretty broad category. My specialty is alien flora, but as a lead, I managed pretty much every department on the station. Maybe now that I'm here, I'll go back to my roots, so to speak. It's home. It doesn't matter how long I've been away, that will never change. Now, this lab will take some getting used to. Sometimes I go looking for the bathroom and end up in the storage closet. Another time, then.
Poi ricercano le armi, ok. È pieno di armi.
Okay. Hello?
Chiaro. Vediamo di farci arrestare. Questo qui è tipo... ok. Una zona detentiva barra... postiglia. Vediamo gli ultimi due piani. Questo che siamo qua.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Pardon?
Ufficio degli affari interstellari.
Yes. What?
C'era la tipa che ho trovato per strada l'altro giorno che lavora in
Hello.
questo ufficio.
You seem to have gotten lost on your way to the door. Why don't you correct that? This is not a public space. The opposite, really.
Vabbè, almeno questa c'ha un... tra virgolette modo normale di parlare.
It's in all our best interest to set aside differences and try to work together as much. Sometimes these sentinels are making an already demanding job more difficult. I wish they wouldn't meddle in affairs best left to governments.
Hey. We should just close out the Varun files. Waste of drive space.
Tu stai mangiando sul banco della reception? Ma non mi sembra
Yes.
proprio il caso.
Pardon?
Non è neanche lei. Vabbè, magari c'era l'unica tizia che conoscevo, e invece no.
I know your type. A freewheeling space ace. Must be nice.
Ok, qua si riuniscono, parlano, fanno cose, va bene. Ce n'è di roba da esplorare qui nei dintorni comunque. Pure troppo. Il bello e il brutto di questi giochi.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just
E mi manca questo qua.
doing something.
Yes? That operation's got to be coordinated with the Vanguard.
If you have business with my office, you'll need to make an appointment.
Excuse me.
Okay. Hello.
Bagni.
It's never easy, you know. The UC's fleet must be the strongest out there, now and always. There is no alternative.
Sid, the United Colonies cannot exist without a strong... I know there are those in the Setter systems who see us as warmongers. I also know I'm never...
The UC might have a few less problems if the Marines were deployed a little more often.
The safety, I recognize that some may find our security protocols unreasonable. I am unfazed by their concerns.
Ok. Bene. Con questa direi che ho chiuso. Quindi grazie che è passato.